Guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope your day is off to a fabulous start. Let's dive into another in-depth perfume review. Today we are going to be discussing Nest Lychee Rose, which is one of the newest fragrances to the Nest perfume lineup. If you are new here, I am a little bit of a sucker for Nest perfumes. Quite frankly, I'm also a little bit of a sucker for a lot of the Nest home fragrance products as well. I love so many of the scents in Laura Slatkin's home fragrance line as well. In fact, I would love to see her translate some of those home fragrance scents into her perfume line. I'm thinking specifically about the Sicilian Tangerine. How amazing would it be to have like a tangerine based perfume for the summertime? So good. I love me some citrus, and I think that particular scent would be incredible in personal fragrance as well. So hopefully someday Nest maybe considers imagining some of their home fragrance in the personal fragrance line, but if not, I can enjoy them separately. So like I said, Lychee Rose is one of the newest fragrances to the perfume line. Some of my other favorites include the now discontinued, and I'm still sad about it, just so you know. I'm still really not pleased with Laura Slatkin for getting rid of Midnight Fleur, but it's gone. I do still have a bottle of it in my closet, and I will kind of nurse it along and enjoy it, but yeah, Midnight Fleur is now gone. But Indigo, Black Tulip, and Golden Nectar are still very readily available, and if you're looking for some other really great suggestions, definitely check those scents out. But let's go ahead and dive into the Lychee Rose. I purchased this from Sephora. I will go ahead and link this product in the description box down below in a few different places where you can find it. Sephora actually has a really great duo right now of the full-size perfume with a full size of the travel size, if you will. So you can get both for $98. Now that sounds kind of spendy, I'll admit that. But the 1.7 ounce perfume size, which is included in that little duo, retails for $92 on its own. For just a couple extra bucks, you can get this travel size that I have here to be able to pop into your purse. I believe that this normally retails for around $30, somewhere around there. So that's a screaming deal, and spoiler alert, I really love this perfume, so I will be purchasing the full size, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and just purchase that particular kit because I would love to pop this into my purse for on the go. So if you just kind of want to try a few of the Nest fragrances, they also have a lot of really great discovery kits. I will try to remember to also link a couple down below that contain the Lychee Rose fragrance. So if you want to try a few things from Nest, that's a really great place to get started. But let's go ahead and review this particular fragrance. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Sephora website so that I can read the fragrance notes from there. But before we actually do that, if you are not familiar with lychee fruit or lychee, let me just give you a little bit of information about this fruit. So this is, I believe lychees actually originated in China. They are grown in more tropical climates. They require a lot of warm, maybe humid weather to really succeed. So lychees are typically grown in Malaysia, in India, in Bangladesh, Taiwan. I believe they're actually also grown in Japan and even in Brazil. So they are definitely a very tropical type of fruit. This is actually a lychee on the label here. So they are these little round fruit. They're about this big. If you have a Costco membership, you may have actually run across lychee before in their like refrigerated produce section. My Costco, for example, has lychees on hand right now. So if you want to actually try the fruit, hit up your local Costco, or if you don't have a Costco membership, check out some of the Asian stores in your area. They are bound to carry lychee. So it has this kind of bumpy, rough outer texture to the fruit. You peel that off. It's pretty easy to peel it off. There is a seed on the inside, so you kind of eat around that seed, and it is the most delicious, intensely sweet tropical flavor. So lychee, the best way to kind of explain the fragrance of it is it has some tang to it. It almost smells citrusy. Like you get like almost like a touch of citrus, but then it also smells and tastes a little bit like rose or rose water as well. So I think it's kind of interesting that Laura Slatkin paired the lychee and the rose together, because on its own, lychee fruit just naturally has a bit of like a touch of like a rose scent to it, like a rose scent and even flavor. So if you've ever had anything, any candies or dishes with rose water in them, you know, that really lovely rose flavor like that, you can really like taste that in an actual lychee. They are delicious. Stella loves to eat them. I love to eat them. They're so yummy. Check them out if you ever are in the market. But let's go ahead and read through these fragrance notes. And then we'll discuss what my nose really detects here, how this does with my body chemistry. We'll talk the overall projection, the lasting power, and you guys already know that I'm planning on repurchasing it, so no point in getting to that part of the video at this point. So, all right, so this is considered a fruity floral, very much like the definition of a fruity floral. So your key notes here are Rose Absolute, lychee, and effervescent pink champagne. You guys, this particular fragrance has all three of those notes in, I would say, equal parts, but it just takes a little while for the fragrance to develop once you apply it to your skin for those notes to come through. Now, I'm talking about this obviously from the standpoint of how this is doing on my skin. So my personal body chemistry happens to love this fragrance. I smell all three of those notes in equal parts, but when I first apply the fragrance, it is definitely that Rose Absolute that comes out first. This is not your typical like old school grandma rose or like that Victorian rose. It's a much more sophisticated modern rose. It's not overly like headache inducing the way that I think a lot of rose fragrances can be. It's a really soft, pretty rose, maybe more along the lines of like maybe a tea rose, but just really insanely well done. Such a beautiful rose. The lychee, you guys, you do smell that like touch of citrus, but also just that little bit of tang as well within the lychee fruit. Oh, it's so good. Like this fragrance honestly makes me so happy. When I smell this, like this just screams summertime to me, because I'm used to eating lychees during the summer months when it's available to me at Costco. So this is just such a happy scent, you guys. It's not a really youthful fragrance. I don't think it comes across as really young, but it does come across as very modern, sophisticated, kind of upscale, but like an upscale fruity scent, which I feel like most upscale fragrances kind of tend to stay away from the fruity notes a lot of times. It's so well executed in here. And then as the fragrance dries down, that lychee and that rose kind of mellow out a little bit. And then you get that like effervescent pink champagne note. Like it really does smell like maybe like a rosé, like a sparkling rosé or something. It just adds a little bit of like fun to the fragrance, and keeps it from being maybe too mature smelling, if that makes sense. Oh, it's good. I cannot stop smelling it. You guys, this fragrance, like I cannot give it enough thumbs up. I love the fact that all three of the key notes are like represented on my skin, and that the fragrance develops just into this beautiful, warm, happy summertime fragrance that also at the same time still gives me like the fancy lady vibes that I've really kind of become accustomed to when I wear my Nest perfumes. I really do think that Laura Slatkin excels at creating really beautiful, high-end, sophisticated fragrances, and this is no exception. I absolutely adore this scent, and you guys, my body chemistry loves it. I personally have found the overall like longevity of this perfume to be just as good as the other fragrances in my collection. I have read a few reviews here and there from individuals who have said that this doesn't really have a lot of lasting power on them. It's not an issue for me. Now, I always apply my perfumes over just moisturized skin, so I don't have any problems with this disappearing on me within a couple of hours. Honestly, I find that when I apply this at around like 8 in the morning, I don't personally feel inclined to reapply until after lunch. So usually around 2, 3 in the afternoon is when I feel like I need a pick-me-up from this one. So that's getting me through kind of the bulk of the day before me feeling like I need to reapply. Now, I work from home, so I don't care if other people smell the perfume on me. Like, I care that I'm smelling it. And it's around, you know, 2, 3 in the afternoon where I notice that fading to a point where I'm just like, nah, I think I'm ready for a little retouch. So good longevity for me personally. The projection is lovely. I don't think this is the type of fragrance that you need to be aggressive with. Little bit goes a long way. You know, just do your pulse points in a couple of areas on your body. Make sure your skin is well moisturized. This should give you some really great projection to the fragrance, and honestly, it should keep the longevity there for you as well. I don't know, I don't see any problems with this, and I'll be repurchasing the full size myself. So I really was hoping that I would enjoy this one, but that I wouldn't be immediately tempted to purchase the full size. Now it's hard to see because the label like goes all the way around, but I feel like I am just about kind of to the halfway point here. So I think I probably have enough, especially if I'm cycling through some of my other fragrances, for this to last me through the remainder of the summer. But that kit that I was talking about with the full size and the travel size is just such a screaming deal that I don't want to miss out on that. I don't want that to disappear. So I'll just probably tack on like 500 points to that and at least get 10 bucks off of it. And if I can get that little kit for $88 by using some of my points, then that's a really good deal for me personally. So this Lychee Rose, I wish I could give it more thumbs up, but I only have 2. Listen, if you love rose-based scents and you're looking for something a little bit different, something maybe a little bit more fun, this is absolutely worth checking out. Let me know your thoughts on Nest Lychee Rose in the description box, not the description box, in the comment section down below, but I will put all of the information for this fragrance in the description box for you. So feel free to check that out if you're so inclined. Let me know if you have any questions. If you found this review, definitely give it a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. There are many more perfume reviews coming. Like I have so many perfumes. Here's just a few of them. There's a lot of smelly reviews on the way here. So, all right, you guys, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.